All right, what is going on, everyone? First and foremost, I want to say thank you for being here right now, watching this video. I'd really appreciate your time, and I'd really appreciate if you do consider subscribing, because it truly does help me out a lot. Now, we got Mikey Williams, man. Where is Mikey Williams? You know, he was basically released and things like that. Proven not guilty. I don't know the whole situation, but yeah, man. All I know is he's released now. And, you know, he was in some very, very deep trouble. And people thought he wasn't getting out anytime soon. But, you know, he got out. And it's not too late. You get what I mean? So, could he make a comeback? Yeah, most likely. I mean, the guy's a great player. I mean, that's how people even know who he is. It's not like he had anybody in his background or his bloodline, his family, to even like, okay, look at this guy. You know, it's not like he really grabbed any hype off that. It's just like he caught everybody's attention for just being good, bro. You know what I mean? Being a very good ball player, bro. And that's the reality. But could he make a comeback? I believe so. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's definitely not too late for this guy, bro. But and he's getting a lot closer with God and things like that. He's not trying to be the guy who he, once was. I guess he learned the hard way. But without further ado, let's just play the video, man.
If you're not available, you're not worth a hill of beans. With all that being said, here's the new problem that Mikey currently faces. You're already behind the 8 ball. His entire life, he was ahead of everybody else. He was ahead of the curve. But now, the curve is slowly but surely past him. Your best ability, say it with me now, is availability. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your boy Matt is a really big basketball fan, and I've made that evidently clear on the channel from the start, since day one. Love me some basketball, man, always have. Ever since I was a kid, it was my favorite sport to play. And as most of you may or may not know, March Madness, it is literally right around the corner. It's only about a week away. And when I say March Madness, let me clarify, I'm not talking about the tournament, that's a couple of weeks away, but I'm talking about the month of March. And outside of college football, that is arguably my favorite time of the year, because even your casuals, they love March Madness. There's just something about it, it draws you in. You always got to fill out a bracket. Even if you don't even care about college basketball, even if you've never watched a game, everybody I was growing up with, at least in the United States, is like, I gotta fill me out a bracket. It's just something you gotta do. And I'm not gonna sit up here and hype up March Madness and tell you how great it is, because come on, man, we know what it's about. In March Madness, you are guaranteed, not 99%, no, you're 100% guaranteed to see craziness and just weird stuff, to say the least. You're going to see buzzer beaters, you're going to see upsets, and you're going to see Cinderella runs, and that's what we love to see. It's human nature to want an underdog in any aspect of life to overcome adversity, and March Madness, it signifies that. But whoa, hold on. I know what you're sitting there saying. Okay, man, that's all fine and dandy, that's great, but what are we talking about? What's the point of this video? Well, I say all that to say this. I'm not one of these people that just start watching basketball at the end of February or March. I've been watching it nonstop since the start of it. And I'm seeing all these freshmen ball out, but to be more specific here, I've seen Rob Dillingham, the star point guard for Kentucky. He's been balling out the past couple of weeks. And I know they wound up losing their last game to LSU. By the way, John Calipari's a fraud, but that's a different conversation for a different day. But Rob Dillingham in that game, the shots he makes, there's no guarding it. It's NBA level. And I couldn't help but think about this after the LSU game. Rob Dillingham is a star freshman, and he's been balling out, and more than likely, he's going to be what?
Bro, I'm so confused. Why is he talking about other people? He's supposed to be talking about Mikey Williams right now, bro. But let's cut straight to it, man.
The player I'm referring to and talking about is no other than Mikey Williams. Ah, yes, good old Mikey Williams. No introduction needed. You know who this young man is. And when you think about it, it's kind of crazy how all this unfolded, because Mikey Williams should be doing, and he was expected to do, what Rob Dillingham is currently doing. Now, I'm not trying to convince you that Mikey Williams would be playing as good as Rob Dillingham currently is, but those were his expectations. And I know for dang sure he expected that out of himself. But instead of Mikey Williams playing college basketball, thriving, and elevating his career even more, and potentially making it to the NBA, like I said, nowhere to be found. It's crickets. Life comes at you fast, man, because remember, in high school, who was the big-time hotshot? Mikey Williams. Well, now take a look at it. All of his peers that was in the same class as him, they surpassed him. They're the ones who are out here and actually playing basketball and getting better. And Mikey is, well, it's kind of...
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's like, you can't downplay the guy, bro. Like, you get what I mean? You can't act like he didn't get in a whole situation like he wasn't a setback, bro. We believe in him, bro. He's gonna make his comeback. It's not like he was in prison for 5 years and it's just like he can't get a comeback. You know, he's way too behind and things like that. Like he's gotten older and things, bro. I'm pretty sure it's only been like what, a year. I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure, but you guys pretty much get the idea, bro. You're like, come on now, you know he had a setback. It's not like he can just break out of prison and start playing ball during that whole situation. Like, come on, man. But let's keep going.
Simple. He's not. He's not playing, and this is a cold hard fact. If you're not playing, you're not getting better. And I know some people are going to say, well, Matt, I'm sure he's working out, I'm sure he's practicing. No, that's not game speed. If you're not playing in legit competition against another D1 team, you're not getting better. You can prepare all you want, but experience, you can prepare all you want, but there's nothing like having that in-game experience. And Mikey has not got that. Now, if you're wondering why he hasn't gotten that, let me explain real briefly here. I'm not going to go into heavy detail, but in this most recent summer, Mikey, he got in some legal trouble. We made a couple videos about it. If you don't know what's happening, you can go to Google, you can go watch one of the previous videos. To make an extremely long story short, he did something dumb. And fortunately, and I mean extremely fortunately, he got off the hook. There was a real deal serious conversation that this man is more than likely going to go to jail and none of that's going to happen. He's fine, at least legal-wise. As far as it goes for his basketball career, that's a different story. He's not necessarily, how do I say this, in good standings. And you may be sitting there asking, well, Matt, what do you mean? What's going on? Well, here's what's going on. He's not playing. He went to Memphis, and due to all this legal trouble, he was ineligible to play, so he had to enter the portal, and he winds up recently, the last time I heard anything about him, was he decided to transfer to UCF. And ever since that news broke, haven't heard anything about him, and let me throw this out there as well, he's not going to be playing this year. And this goes back to a saying I say all the times when these athletes, they get in trouble. Your best ability in this life, not just for his athletes, but for you watching this video, your best ability, say it with me now, is availability. If any of you watching this video right now, you were to play college basketball in this current season, you would have been better than Mikey Williams. And I know what you're sitting there saying. Well,
I'm not gonna lie, it's like he got into a serious legal problem, right? And it's just like he got his life back. You get what I mean? He's free. But at the end of the day, bro, his basketball career could end up being damaged is what everybody's trying to say. You get what I mean? His basketball career kind of cooked. You get what I mean? And it's not like he can just be released and it's just like everybody's gonna want him back. You'd be like, hey, come back, and everything is just gonna be sunshine and rainbows and automatically go back to the way it was once before that whole incident, that whole legal situation, right? It's like, no, man, like, you got in some deep trouble. You were in legal battles for a very long time. It's just like we had to move on without you, and it's just like things aren't gonna be the same for a very long time. So I really don't know what's gonna happen. So let's keep going though.
Well, Matt, I'm not athletic. I'm not that good. That's besides the point. You would have been available. Mikey was not. I don't care if you're the second coming of Michael Jordan himself. If you're not available, you're not worth a hill of beans. Mikey was not available, and essentially, there's no way to sugarcoat this, he wasted an entire year of his life. And I hate saying that because me and Mikey were cool. I know more than likely he's going to be watching this video. And shout out to you, Mikey. I'm wishing you the best of luck. You know I rock with you, bro, but I got to call things how I see it. You wasted a year. Now, here's the bright side about all of this, because I like to look at my glass half full. You're getting another chance. And I don't necessarily think leaving Memphis was a bad thing, because I thought him being there in general, it just wasn't good. The last thing Mikey needs, and y'all know this, is to be in Memphis, Tennessee. If you've ever been to Memphis, you know. That's all I'm going to say. No explanation needed. UCF, I think that's going to be better for him just so he can stay out of trouble and stay out of the way and focus on ball. Because Mikey's biggest problem is not anything on the court. He's a fantastic talent, fantastic athlete and player, etc. His biggest problem is he has so many distractions off the court. None of us can even try to relate to what he's been through. As far as it goes for a basketball player coming up in his era, he was the biggest thing since sliced bread. This guy was a multi-millionaire at the age of 16 and had millions of followers on social media. I'm not trying to sit up here and convince you it was hard for him, because Now, the pressure that was on this guy, it was through the roof. People were watching his every move. But I've always believed if you're a big-time athlete, it's not that hard to stay out of trouble. With all that being said, here's the new problem that Mikey currently faces. You're already behind the 8-ball. His entire life, he was ahead of everybody else. He was ahead of the curve. But now, the curve is slowly but surely past him. Because think about it, next year, a guy who was in the same class as him and Rob Dillingham, he's going to be in the NBA. Meanwhile, Mikey Williams is going to be in college. And I believe if Mikey would have played for Memphis this year, even if he struggled, people would have gave him the benefit.
But yeah, man, I'm in this video here. Don't want it to be too long. But compare Mikey Williams to another guy who was never in legal trouble, completely free, living his life, while Mikey Williams was in legal trouble, you know, had a big setback. Comparing Mikey Williams to him is just crazy, bro. Especially when Mikey Williams is supposed to be your friend. Bro, that's messed up, bro. Like, y'all expect Mikey Williams to just come out of prison and go automatically be back, and, you know, things would be, you know, the way it was right before he even, you know, was in any legal trouble. But you get the idea, man. It's just messed up. He's gonna make his comeback. You get what I mean? A small setback is not a big setback. You get what I mean? But it's still a setback. You get what I mean? He could have been in a legal situation for years, in a very long time. A lot of people thought he wasn't getting out anytime soon. You get what I mean? So it's better for him to, you know, get everything together, because at the end of the day, bro, I don't even know if you can play ball during your legal situations, bro. You get what I mean? I don't know, man, but a year, bro, like that, I don't know, man. I'm not a ball guy, but let me know what you guys think, and subscribe for more content, man. Peace out.